Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I don't know what was up with that. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me now. Awesome. Awesome. Because one of the lights went out. Let it. Because one of my lights out. Well, why would you go out? Anyway. I didn't pay attention to Cam Newton's who was the culprit, him or her, or both. All right, as you come in, do not forget to like, to share, to subscribe, because my analytics shows that a lot of people watch, but not so many people are subscribed. So please double check to make sure that you're actually subscribed to the channel. That helps me in the algorithm. It helps me on YouTube, and it helps to spread the message. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right. So what I wanted to talk about today was the viral video that's going around about a so-called friend that was busy trying to help her married friend play herself out of her position. Okay. This goes along with the whole women want to keep other women single and, things of that nature. But this friend happened to be already married. And so, which makes it even worse. It actually makes it worse that her so-called friend was hating. So I know that a lot of people saw the clip, but what I'm going to play for you is, first of all, the so-called friend. She had a part 1 and part 2 on her TikTok. So I'm going to play the whole thing. And then we're going to play the wife's response, because her friend actually responds to her. Okay. So we're going to Okay. Matter of fact, they tore her up in her own comment section. The women were not in agreement. The women were not in agreement with her at all. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into it because y'all are going to hear firsthand the type of rhetoric that hyenas tell other women. And this is particularly pointed because hyenas try to tell lionesses how to run their life. And this is many times how lionesses realize that their so-called friend is a hyena. It's like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't quite know you were this bad. Like, but we gonna listen.
Just ended our friendship over a man. I'm gonna tell you the story.
So before we even let her even continue, the way that she even positioning this, our friendship ended over a man. No, it did not. That's not why your friendship is over, because of a man. They be trying to say that like it's a random man off the street and somehow your loyalty just happened to be with him rather than with her, your so-called friend. So therefore it was over a man. Girl, if you don't get out of somebody's face. But we gonna let her in. Look, this is 5 seconds and she already
my friend of 4 years just ended our friendship over a man. I'm gonna tell you the story. So the way it works out is her birthday, their anniversary, Christmas, my birthday, New Year's. So right around this time of the year, we're chatting a whole bunch. Girl, what you doing? Girl, what you doing? Da, 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 da. Y'all, so this year, no different. Hit her up. Let me set this up because I have my hands up. I'll tell you a story. This is literally what I said. Where did y'all go for y'all anniversary? And she goes, oh, we just went out to dinner. He got me flowers and some jewelry. And I was like, and she was like, don't start. Now I'm going to start. And we all need to start starting with our friends who are accepting like low effort shit from.
First off, before we continue on, who are you to tell somebody what's low effort and what's not? Huh? Who are you? So you ask, first of all, you asking in her business. Girl, what you do? Which on his face is not that bad between two girlfriends. That's not that bad. Like she just said, it's around the holidays, everybody's birthday coming up, the anniversary's coming up. All of that kind of stuff is kind of is back to back to back. So we are on the phone. Girl, what y'all finna do, girl? Girl, I'm just finna chill, or whatever. Okay? In the world of women, this is not oversharing. Saying that me and my husband finna take a trip, or saying, girl, we just gonna chill at the house, girl, I don't even know what we gonna do. That in the world of women, that's not oversharing. That's normal. That's normal back and forth how we talking. Where you start crossing boundaries and line stepping is you have something to say negative, or you are unable to keep your personal opinion to yourself based on something that I told you about my relationship and what I'm doing. Because the fact that this lady said don't start mean you a habitual line stepper, are you not? You habitually line step. This not your first time stepping over a boundary that this woman has set. How is low effort? So, okay, so my man giving me low effort, your non-existent man is giving you no effort, now what? Now what? I got a man to give me low effort. You ain't got no man. You don't get no effort. So now what we talking about? Because if I say that up and I throw that up in your face, now I'm the villain. I'm the villain. I'm doing too much. I'm saying too much. I'm hitting below the belt. Correct? Because if I like the little jewelry and the little dinner we went on, and you know what I'm saying, we went to a little movie or wherever we went, and then he blew my back out later on that night. If I like it, you love it. Because that's my man. What is we really talking about? That's my man. So we went out, we had dinner, he got me flowers, he got me some jewelry. Okay. What do these chicks be wanting men to do on an anniversary? This is something that come around once a year. Especially if you really be taking the anniversary seriously and stuff like that. So what kind of craziness do you want these men to do on these days? But we gonna let her finish. Because that's the tip of the iceberg.
The men that they're with. Now let me preface this by saying he's a man of means, okay? I sold this man his third property when I was in real estate. I've seen his business. This man makes well into the mid to high six figures, okay? And you are the type of person that likes to travel.
So now we telling all his business. See the line stepping? Do you see the line stepping that is going on? So she's saying that she was in real estate about 3 or 4 years ago or so. She sold that man a house, and that was not the only house that she sold that man. So if you are the agent, then yes, you have had access to view his bank statements and you know what his money is looking like in order to, you know, recommend a good house, recommend a good price, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so he's mid to high six figures. And what that got to do with the price of tea in China, beloved? So you pocket watching this man. And also, if he since he's a former client of yours, this is how you talk about former clients. You get on social media to talk about the income that your clients make. How unprofessional is that? So I would never use you as a real estate agent because you feel some type of way. You will get on TikTok and tell everybody my business. I got money. I don't got money. I had to rob Peter to pay Paul to buy the house, or you know, whatever. Hating on this woman and hating on her man and hating on the relationship, hating that he won't spend no money on you. He got the money and he won't spend it on you. You trying to figure out what did she have that you didn't have? A personality, a head on her shoulders, some sense, a lack of a sense of entitlement. She didn't have entitlement issues. You the type that want to sit around talking about you don't go to Cheesecake Factory.
Because we bonded over that. We've traveled and taken trips together before. It's just so minimal to me what he does for her every time. A birthday, flower, dinners, a gift. Anniversary, flowers, dinners, gift. Like, it's the same shit over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, girl, you deserve better. There's over 70 luxury resorts in the United States alone. Even if he just took you to one a year, it would take y'all a lifetime. Literally. You should not just be at home all the time when y'all doing big celebrations like this? Like, are you? I feel like you're just accepting. Yo,
but what business is it of yours? This is the part she don't understand. What business is it of yours, beloved? If he want to give her flowers, a gift, and a dinner every time, and if she cheesing from ear to ear about them flowers, that gift, whatever the gift is, and wherever the dinner is at, okay. Okay. Just try to get that Negro that come see you at 2:45 a.m. to take you anywhere. He won't take you to a McDonald's drive-thru. And you trying to worry about what another man doing for a woman. Whether he doing a little or a lot. What that got to do with you? It don't bother you either way. She talking heavy for somebody that just be in situationships. When your anniversary? What you get for your anniversary, Bookie Butt?
and this is what pisses me off so much about it, is that whenever she's talking about him and stuff,
they also kill me pinning up these wigs, but okay.
He does is always spectacular, but when she talks about stuff that he does for her, like, yes, it's nice, but it's not spectacular in comparison to what he does for himself. I'm like, girl, this man does not like you. He's with you, you're integrated into his life. Yeah, he may say he loves you, but he does not like you. Okay, for his birthday, this video getting a little long, so I'm gonna do part 2.
And we're gonna go to part 2. But that was damaging what she just said. She said that she told that woman who is in a relationship that her man does not like her. Do you hear what she said? See, this is beyond just female rhetoric. This is a glimpse into what women who have sense go through with hyenas, especially when they realize this is a hyena and I can't have this woman around, because that married woman blocked her and cut her off. She cut her off. She cut her off. We done. This is the type of stuff. See, the women don't have to go to social media to hear this foolishness. She don't have to. All she have to do is be in the vicinity of a bird. And a bird will chirp and say stupid stuff to you. And you have to have the sense that God gave a goat to tell her to go ahead on about her business and leave you alone. Okay. This is a glimpse of why good women and lionesses don't be having girlfriends. Now the men, I want the men to see. This is why a lot of marriage material women, good women, we don't have we're not surrounded by girlfriends. We might have that one good friend or something like that, maybe two. But other than that, a whole bunch of chicks just all around. We study on the phone and we study over here, over there with a bunch of chicks. Too many chicks is bird brains. And they will start saying stupid stuff to you and they will repeat it. Even when you set a boundary. This is what has happened because that woman set a boundary with that girl that she overstepped more than once, likely more than 2 or 3 times. And that other woman got tired of setting that boundary. And then here you come. Because the way you watching that man pocket, you want to screw that man. And you are hating. because you think you look better than that woman. And you think that you should have had, because you likely tried to shoot your shot when you was trying to sell him them houses, because you realized, oh, he got money and he can buy these houses. So you wanted him and he wouldn't have you. Messed around, got with your friend, or how, I don't know if the friend knew him first or she knew him first. I don't know what the timeline was. You want to screw that man. And somebody said it in her comment section. She was like, ill. Ain't no ill. Because I'm going to tell you this right here. Ain't no woman worried about no man pocket, and she ain't worried about that dingaling too. Because I promise you, if we don't care about your dingaling, we don't care about nothing else. What we interested in? Why are we interested in a random man pocket? For what? For what? Because if we don't like him, and we don't like him. So nothing else is enticing. Nothing else is attractive. Let's go to the other one. Let me.
Okay, so I need her to understand. Okay, so I need her to understand that this man loves her, but he does not like her, and she needs to move on to a different man who will. Because mind you, they just celebrated their 4-year anniversary, and they're not married. They're not even engaged. Okay, and this man is a multi.
So she not married, and she not engaged to the man. And be that as it may. Be that as it may. She is in a stable relationship with the man. Where's your relationship? 4 years, 2 years, 3 years, married or otherwise? I know you ain't got no man because you ain't got no business. I know you don't got no man because you don't got no business. Because I guarantee you, if somebody was putting you in a half Nelson a couple of times a week, ain't no way you got all that energy to be trying to figure out what your girlfriend is doing with her man. I swear to you. Because you would be so wrapped up in what you and your man got going on. She need to move on to another man. Why? If he is a cheapskate, let's just say he a cheapskate, and he got a lot of money, and he only spent pennies on her. As long as she's sitting there taking it, it don't have nothing to do with you. If she doesn't like what's going on, I'm pretty sure at some point she will get up and say, I don't like what's going on. That's not your place either or. That's not your business one way or the other. And I actually don't believe that the friend was oversharing with her. This one is just the type to be reading between lines that's not there and overthinking and overreaching and overstepping her bounds. That's what this one does.
Business owner. He's a decision maker. He doesn't linger on making decisions. So that doesn't stop at 5 p.m. Like, he does the same thing in his personal life. So if he hasn't made that decision in 4 years, babe. Anyway, for his birthday, because his birthday is in March, he went to some big baseball thing over in Vegas and stayed at the Ritz-Carlton and went to some big ass Michelin star restaurant. All this in the third. And then whenever he is with his friends or they go out of town and he does it big. But when her birthday rolls around, their anniversary rolls around, and all you got was some flowers and dinner up the street. Girl, I would decapitate. It upsets me so much. And I try to get her to understand, listen, at this point, you're just a comfort to him. You are comfortable, you're convenient, you're controllable, it's accessible. We're not talking about somebody that makes 60, 70, $80,000, y'all. We talking about somebody who can 10x that damn near. So the money's there, okay? And he's generous to her and he treats her well, but he doesn't treat her as well as
he's generous to her and he treats her well. So what's the problem? We're gonna let the girlfriend talk. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna go to a commercial and then we're gonna hear the response. And then I'm going to let you guys know what the real is with this situation. But he treats her nice and he's generous to her. What if he's generous to her in other ways? What if he gives her other things? What if he making sure she's set for a business? You don't know what he's doing with her. You actually don't know. Okay. Not that I saw.
he should based on his station, okay? And I want her to be with someone who is literally obsessed with her and wants to give her the world. So when her birthday rolls around, he's sending her some super 5-star luxury resort. It's your birthday. It's your day. I want to celebrate you, not take you to dinner and give you a dozen roses. Bitch, if you give me some flowers, it better fill the room. If you are with these types of men for years and years and years and there's no movement happening, or he's not going as big for you as he does for himself on a consistent basis, one of three things are happening. He has not met the woman that he wants to be with yet, or he has met her and she's not available and he's just trying to hold on because she's not married. So as long as he's not married and she's not married, there's still a chance. Or he knows exactly who he wants to be with and he just knows in his heart that he's not ready either mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally to step to her just yet, because when he does, he knows that he's gonna go full throttle. So while he's with you, he's preparing himself for her. This woman called me everything but a child of God, and I understand where she's coming from. I understand why she's offended.
She called me everything but a child of God. So you got cussed all the way out. That's what she's saying. That she got cussed out when she called herself talking this way to that woman about her relationship. She got cussed out behind it. Here's the thing. Maybe he ain't gonna marry her. Maybe he ain't. Maybe he ain't. It's a lot of relationships where somebody is a placeholder for the next 15 years. He ain't gonna never marry you. Comfortable, convenient, he rock with you to a certain degree, but he ain't gonna marry you. He just ain't. That might be so, and we don't know why. She got a whole story as to why. It's another woman somewhere that you want for real, and this, that, and the third. You don't know that. So I do tell women, watch that clock. Because if you with a man for years and he don't move on nothing, it's not nothing. Relationships, men determine that. Men, yeah, I thought that they were married, but Big Mouth said that they not married. Okay, fine. Because I tell women, watch the clock. Don't be with no man no 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 15, 20 years hoping he gonna marry you. He will not. He will not. He's not. The reasons behind that, but he ain't. But even if that is the case, if you've said that once to that lady and she didn't do nothing, she content, she where she want to be, you got to let it go. You can't keep talking to her like that. You can't keep coming up and saying he don't like you. He's this, he's that. If you gave what you felt like was a warning, if you felt like, you know, I warned my friend, I saw some red flags in the situation, at least some yellow flags in the situation, and I let her know what I saw from my vantage point, then, and I told her, then at that point, it's not up to me to keep saying nothing. You got to leave it alone, because that's not your relationship. That's not your relationship. And really, at that point, if you really feel strongly about the fact that she won't leave, and you feel like your friend kind of getting took down through there a little bit, and she letting herself get took down through there, you're not a good friend, because at that point you got to stop asking about her relationship and don't accept no details. Folks do not know how to do that. You got to not ask about any detail, no matter how frivolous, no details, and don't allow her to share nothing with you about where she went or what she did or how they did this. You tell her, I'm happy for you, sweetheart. I'm happy if you happy, but I really don't want to talk about your relationship. And if she don't like that and she feel like that's hating too, then y'all friendship might have been doomed anyway. Because regardless of what you feel your personal opinion is about the condition of her relationship, it's not within your jurisdiction to try to get her out of it, to try to talk her out of it, to continue to try to get her to leave that man, because you never know. They might actually end up getting married or what have you. So you gotta let it alone. Think I better let it go, 'cause it looked like another love TKO. It's a love TKO. Looking back over the years, I guess I shedded some tears. You might have shedded some tears.
I understand my battery's low. I understand why she's upset, and I understand why she doesn't want me to speak to her again. But she needs to understand why I'm trying to advocate for her. What's the lady who was like on that video? Stand up. Okay.
And that might actually be one of the issues. And he just letting it play out instead of telling her, you got to cut your friend off. Let it play out. See, do she got enough sense to cut the friend off without him saying she got to cut the friend off? Because you either want him or want her. It's some haterization in all of that. So maybe he being careful because he see what type of friend she hang with, don't like, birds of a feather flock together. That might actually be part of it. because you just never know. She know too much, and I think that, like I said, I genuinely don't feel like the girlfriend necessarily was oversharing, because for the information that was being said, this is something that a woman might tell another woman if she considers that woman her friend. So if I consider a woman my friend, I may not tell her the intimate details of my marriage or my relationship or whether we went through something or not. But I might say, "Oh, girl, we went to this restaurant," you know what I'm saying? And da 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 da. Because if I can't say that to you, you're not my friend, which is actually what transpired. I can't even say simple things. We went to a dinner and a movie and blah 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 blah, and girl, I had a good time. If I can't even say that much to you, I can't say nothing to you, so you got to get out of my face. What we're going to do is go on a commercial break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to show the response. So after these messages, we'll be right back, because I need you all to go to ashkicking.com. If you want to keep your skin looking and feeling its absolute best, you need the body butter that's on the screen, as well as go to ashkicking.com. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, and get the rest of their personal care product line. Very high quality products. If this is going to be your first order, please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson. Once again, that is ashkicking.com. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. I owe you guys a bam, 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 bam. You gotta hit the like button. Bam, bam. You gotta go ahead and hit the like button. Let me look at these super chats real quick. Thank you, Top Boxing, for kicking off the contributions and trying to tell her friend how to flex when she was the funk master all along. Thank you, Lord Sinner says, it is kind of woman who thinks a man should bankrupt himself to make her happy, which is why she don't have no man. Thank you, Nia Moon said, like someone else already mentioned, she want that woman's man. The fact that she remembered the month that someone else's birthday was is crazy work. Exactly. Thank you, Stitches, for the goal. I appreciate you. So if you can contribute something to the goal, I appreciate everyone's contributions. Okay. And thank you, Miss Maggie. How you doing, Miss Maggie? So I'm here for the musical outburst. Love the content. Hey, twin.
Mr. Grinch.
What's poppin', twin?
How's it going?
Hey, you doing?
Thank you so very much for the contribution. I love it. Thank you, sweetheart. So what we are going to do is we are going to go to the friend's response.
My friend.
And I do believe, I don't know if the man in the video is her husband or not. I don't know. I don't know who this man is. But this is the response video that had been circulating around.
For 4 years, just ended our friendship over a man.
You didn't get cut off over a man. You got cut off over my man, my husband, the person that's the most important to me.
I'm going to tell you the story.
Okay, so we got clarification, which I thought I wasn't crazy. I didn't think I was crazy. So Big Mouth is wrong. Big Mouth lying. And that woman said she was married. And I thought I heard her say that. I do love that Grinch. He is so funny. I love him. Okay, I hope they give him a raise. And I hope he keep his job for a long time, because he is hilarious. And he is doing an excellent job of being the Grinch. I know it's seasonal, but it shouldn't be. He should be a Grinch all year long. So we're going to go back. So she clarified that she is married. I thought she was married.
First and foremost, the fact that you started your video talking about my friend of 4 years cut me off over a man and didn't actually explain what the dynamic of the relationship was, I'm going to do that.
So the way it works out is her birthday, their anniversary, Christmas, my birthday, New Year's. So right around this time of the year, we're chatting a whole bunch. Girl, what you doing? Girl, what you doing? Da, 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 da. Y'all, so this year, no different.
You're disclosing information to the internet that's not your business to tell.
This is literally what I said. Where did y'all go for y'all anniversary? And she goes, oh, we just went out to dinner. He got me flowers and some jewelry. And I was like,
You're upset, wholeheartedly upset that I got jewelry, dinner, and flowers, the thing that I requested, the thing that I enjoy.
And she was like, don't start. Now I'm going to start. And we all need to start starting with our friends who are accepting like low effort shit from the men that they're with.
You live a life where you live in la la land. You, A, don't have a man. B, don't have somebody, have never had anybody that does for you what my husband does for me.
Now let me preface this by saying he's a man of means, okay?
You are a pocket watcher. You clock everything that is done in a manner in which you wouldn't accept it, but nobody's even doing for you what my man does for me.
I sold this.
The way in which the wife is checking this hyena, checking her down real smooth. I tell you, when a lioness talk about it, we don't got to cuss nobody out, beloved. All we gotta do is lay the facts on the line. Because I have a whole man. And you don't. You don't have a man. So what are we talking about? What are we saying for real? So you trying to live vicariously through me and not doing a very good job because you don't know how to shut up and let me do me and you do whatever it is that you do. Because I can't even ask you about your love life because you depressed about it.
Man, his third property when I was in real estate. I've seen his place. This man makes well into the mid to high six figures. Okay.
Like, why are you coming on the internet talking about my man's income? Because you sold the house. Like, be so for real. You're weird.
And you are the type of person that likes to travel because we bonded over that. We've traveled and taken trips together before.
And not for nothing, but what we do with our finances is for a greater purpose for our kids because we are building generational wealth. We are trying to make sure that we can retire early. So getting flown out or going on a trip all the time is not our top priority.
It's just so.
Did you hear what the wife said? Yes, he has money. But why do we need to have these extravagant trips and vacations and for every little day that we think might be important? You know, we got to spend all of this money. You know, that money add up even when you have it. And this is how you know when people don't be having money and then they see people with a couple of dollars, they automatically think, oh my God, you got it. You don't know what I got. You don't know what I got. Pocket watcher. You know what I got. I can have my money tied up in investments. You don't know what I'm doing. Just because you think them little funky pay stubs about 3-4 years ago, that don't mean nothing. If that man has gotten 2 or 3 houses, he might have other properties that his money is wrapped up in that is going to pay dividends later on. And if his wife is saying that I'm not going to stress you out about being flued out and taking on an extravagant vacation every time you turn around, and this, that, and third, plus we got kids and all that, and she look like she at work right now, so the wife is not sitting around twiddling her thumbs either. She's probably putting in a lot of work. We don't know how much she makes and how much she's contributing to what's going on in the household and the finances of the household, because she said we are trying to make sure that we retire early. And it's a lot that go on. So you don't know what kind of financial plan that her and her husband have come up with, because apparently she didn't tell that to you, big head. She didn't tell that to you, apple head. Head big for no reason. She didn't tell that to you, Caillou. Yet you on TikTok running your mouth. Don't even know. Don't even know what's going on. I'm telling you the very surface of everything, and you done drew 5 different conclusions, all of them wrong. Boop, 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 all of them wrong. Every last conclusion you have drawn is wrong. Loud and wrong on TikTok. Because you don't know what I'm doing with my husband. Because I have not notified you what I'm doing with my husband, because it ain't your business what me and my husband are doing. I tell you the bare minimum information. I told you that woman wasn't oversharing with her. She just an applehead. She didn't even bother going into details about what she, I'm not explaining myself to you, and I'm certainly not explaining my husband to you. And the only reason that this knucklehead know anything about that man's finances is because he was a client of hers for real estate, and she had to be able to be privy to his income. Other than that, I don't even believe that woman would have told her that.
Minimal to me what he does for her every time.
Baby, I'm a mother and a wife, and I work full time. I be tired. I don't want to do a whole lot of stuff all the time. And it's not out of the norm, having been married all of these years, for my husband, for our anniversary, to take me to dinner, get me flowers, and get me a gift. That's enough. It's not low effort. It's not bare minimum.
A birthday, flower, dinners, a gift.
And she said the key. We be gone all the time. Baby, sitting in the house, rubbing my feet together and get my hair pulled back. That is a good time. What are you saying? And when you get married, unlike a bird, unlike a chicken head, big head bird, you don't want to be going out all the time. You don't. That is for birds. All you chicken heads that surf social media all day for some other unmarried chicken head to tell you what you should and should not be expecting from a man. Y'all the one got this fantasy in your head that every time you turn around, every time it's a birthday, Valentine's Day, Christmas, New Year's, every time you turn around, it's got to be this super huge, extravagant. Girl, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that, because the more that you have to plan all that stuff, you know who gonna have to plan it? Her. Because men don't even like planning all that stuff all the time. Once and again. Once and again, a man will go ahead and plan everything from A to B. But come on now. All that planning and plotting and planning. She gonna have to buy all the she gonna have to get on Expedia and buy all the plane tickets, make sure that the hotel is paid for, well, which one? Well, baby, put your card on the account. She the one gonna have to do it. Baby, I will opt out of it too. I'm opting out as well. I ain't planning all that, man. Listen, Air, once and again, that take a lot. Planning them little trips drain you before you go on the trip. You be tired before the trip, and study gotta go to the airport, and TSA acting a fool. And where was the luggage? Well, I thought you packed that. Well, now order some Uber Eats so we ain't gotta cook. I'm gonna give you this neck. We gonna watch this little stupid movie and laugh at it. We gonna fall asleep with the TV watching us, and that's it. And he went over there to the jewelry store to buy me the tennis bracelet and whatnot, and the little earrings I had kind of been looking at and everything. And that's it. That's just my thing. I don't think she was sharing nothing that was uncommon to be shared. Because her quote unquote friend of 4 years had no idea about what they were really doing with their money. And she still didn't really say it. All she said was, you don't know what we doing. And you on here, what business that you do know, you on here telling it. Ain't nobody gave you permission to do that. Right. Because she talking about they ain't married. That's a good point, Thanos. She might. You wasn't invited to the wedding. That's a good point. And I seen your super chat earlier. So you listen.
Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing.
You wasn't invited to the wedding. So you didn't know what they was. They had done went down to the courthouse real quiet like and got the little paperwork done. And whatever kind of little ceremony that they had, you wasn't invited. I know she got on here and was gagged. Y'all are what?
Anniversary, flowers, dinner, gift. Like, it's the same shit over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, girl, you deserve better.
You're not a celebrity. You don't live a life where this is happening for you and everybody else around you. So like what?
There's over 70 luxury resorts in the United States alone. Even if he just took you to one a year, it would take y'all a lifetime, literally.
And as that man's wife, I know how to be an asset to him.
You should not just be at home all the time when y'all doing big celebrations like this. Like, I feel like you're just accepting, yo. And this is what pisses me off so much about it, is that whenever she's talking about him and stuff that he does, it's always spectacular. But when she's talking about stuff that he does for her, like, yes, it's nice, but it's not spectacular in comparison to what he does for himself. I'm like, girl, this man does not like you. He's with you. You're integrated into his life. Yeah, he may say he loves you, but he does not like you.
And this is why I say I don't accept relationship advice, for real, from people who don't have successful relationships. They've never been married. They don't have anything for real. They live in delusion in La La Land, and they only dream about the day that a man's gonna come in and do half the stuff that my man does for me. So thank y'all for coming to my TED Talk. That's the tea. Have a blessed day.
Boo boo. And scene. So she been keeping that girl at arm's length. Cause she said, you heard what she said. She said, I don't take marital advice for real from no woman that ain't got no that don't got no successful relationship. You live in delusion. So I know what kind of little friend that she is. That is the little friend, Big Mouth. The wife has kept Big Mouth as the long distance friend. Every once and again, girl, we'll call, have a little chuckle, because hyenas can be funny. We have a little chuckle here and there, girl. You know, you ain't did nothing too bad, make me go ahead cut you off, but you know, I'm you know, careful about what I talk to you about. We have little surface conversations. We don't get too deep into nothing with you, because you're kind of stupid once we start really talking. I can't really have no real deep conversation with you because you're ignorant. And I know you're ignorant. So you the friend, you the associate. You're not a close friend. You the little friend. The girl, we kick it on the phone every once and again, girl, call. What's been going on with you, girl? Nothing. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the phone calls be so sparing, because that woman has business. She's not telling it to you. You ain't got nothing going on with these little situationships and the delulu that you live in. And so there's nothing for us to talk about too much. That's what the little big head said at the beginning of the first video. She said, you know, and right around that time we be chatting. So that's what it is. That woman don't call you all the time. That's why you felt so disloyal. You so disloyal as to get on the internet, because you didn't feel that there was necessarily any loyalty that you needed to have with this woman, because y'all are not close like that. So you decided to get on the internet, tell every little piece of business that you thought you knew to the internet, because you thought the other hyenas was gonna be on your side. Boop, they ate you up in the comment section. And then I don't think that you thought that that woman was gonna get on social media, because she probably don't be on social media like that. And she got on social media to read you real quick. Since you came to TikTok, I'm gonna come to TikTok because you blocked. So we not calling. And also, I'm not handling nothing privately that you have made public. So you publicly tried to talk crazy. So I'm gonna publicly check you. Boop. Send you back to the boneyard from whence you came. Don't play with me. You will get bit over here. Leave me alone. Because I already kind of keep you at arm's length a little bit anyway. Because I kind of realize you're silly. You know, you good and silly because, you know, you say a lot of foolishness, you know, and then that conversation get real old real quick and everything like that. So we gone, you know, I'm going to go ahead. Girl, I'm going to go ahead and get off this phone. That's how the lioness get off the phone. Girl, I'm going to go ahead and get off this phone. Girl, you have a good one, girl. Have a good holiday. That's how she gets off the phone with you. So that's why you don't be knowing nothing but I got some flowers, I got some dinner, and I got some jewelry, because she gonna tell you the same story every time. No matter if she did get something else, she not gonna tell it to you, because you have a jealous monitoring spirit. You are a monitoring spirit, aren't you? You are envious, jealous-hearted, back-footed monitoring spirit. And that lady done picked up on that. And she finally cut you off. She might soar to the atmosphere now because she done cut that dead weight. She tried to keep you around just because you hadn't just done nothing egregious or nothing like that. And you know you all right. But now you done cut. You done stepped over the line one too many times. So we cut you. Go ahead on. Now I ain't got nothing else to say to you. put my business out there, and furthermore, put my husband's business out there. Who told you to tell somebody what kind of money he made? So I don't believe for a moment that man didn't get her, because we don't know what them gifts is. We don't know what them gifts is. He might have gifted her some red bottoms. Like, you don't know what she got. She said she told you, I got a gift. You don't know what that gift was. It could have been a brand new car. You don't know what she got. You don't know what she has, do you? You just on TikTok running your mouth, pocket watching and monitoring what that woman go through. And that's why you ain't got no man, because you don't know what it takes. You can't hush your mouth. You ain't got no man because you ain't got no sense and your mouth stay open. Your mind closed and your mouth open. And that's why you ain't got, that's why no man want to have nothing to do with you. Don't nobody want to keep talking to you. She did the best she could. She treated you with a long handled spoon. Don't talk to you but a couple of times every year, and you still managed to overstep that boundary. Get out. Out. How you managed to overstep a boundary that I done put way over there? I done put a boundary way over there somewhere. I look around, you done stepped on it. Get away from me. Away. I done look around in the boundary. What? Your feet steady poised over the line. Excuse me? Now I done set that boundary a good 5 miles now. Thank you, Thanos. Said hit me with the sense, we can do a second. We can do it a second time.
Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing.
Thank you, I am Victoria. Says she irritated by the order in her friend's life because chaos is her default. She's lost in la la land. Exactly. How you irritated over somebody else's marriage? Yeah, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down. Because what is you talking about? Thank you. And I actually hope that she lose clients. Because what? Loose lips sink ships. That's an old one. I done showed my age now. It's almost time to get on off of here. I done said that. You was too stupid to realize that woman did not hold you as dear to her as you thought. Truth said get the wife on for an interview. Maybe. Exactly, baby. They said the wife kept her around for entertainment. She had a little real estate knowledge and she helped her husband with some property. So she figured she'd be nice. She crossed the line. That's exactly what happened. We gonna be nice. Why should I be mean? I know you're not my cup of tea, but I figure long as I kind of keep you over there, you be all right. Oh, you done messed up from over there. Like my baby said, you know, you kind of got a little real estate knowledge. You know, you might know some things to help. I'm associating with you to help my husband. Okay? My association with you is for the benefit of my husband. I don't even really like you. Is the part that you don't get. I don't like you. Not really. You know, you might have some cool, and sometimes hyenas be kind of cool on the surface. You know, they might be funny or something like that. They might have a little knowledge. They might be into some things that you might want to learn from and things of that nature. They're not completely useless all the time. But no matter what kind of qualities they have or what kind of connections they might have or anything like that, as a lioness, you always are watching them because they'll stab you in the back, as what happened. Right. She was entertainment. She called that woman a couple of times a year just to keep the line of communication open. That's why I do that. I do that. I'll call or contact, you know, just to keep the line of communication open. You may be of use. I'll pay you for your expertise. I sure will. I'm not gonna misuse you. I'm not gonna take advantage of you. If you need to be paid for anything that you've done, any expertise that you have, or anything like that, certainly, I have no problem with that. She showed thought she knew that woman business and didn't know nothing, girl. Ooh. Because ain't nobody got time for that girl. But I'm gonna go ahead and get on off of here. I just wanted to show everybody that how lionesses have to do around these hyenas. Because hyenas don't have respect. They not only disrespect the men, they disrespect women consistently. Not the knowledge of the relationship only went back 4 years and sketchy at that. So you knew a totality of about 6 months in total. Girl, if you don't get out of somebody's face. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Y'all jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, is the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.